Hello again, guys. Jim Pawoodsman's channel. We're back for another video today. Decided to throw my bushcrafting gear all down on the table here and go through it. People have been asking me what all I typically have in my bush bag when I'm out playing around, and I thought I'd just do a short video on that. So without further ado, I'm going to reposition the camera and let's try to do a short video if we can on this. Alright guys, we're going to start off with the kitchen area. See here, part of the kitchen I would consider is this Forager's Harvest wild edible book you've seen me have before. I normally keep it in a Ziploc bag to protect it. I'm also going to invest in the video because I tend to learn a whole lot better when it's on a video format. Also, part of my kitchen, I have my zebra kettle. It's the 12 centimeter, which I've modified with the holes to help drain in case I'm making a bit thin of pasta. I like to make bannock in the top lid. I also have 2 cups with me, my primary enamel one, as well as my Swedish military one. You never know, somebody might show up at the campsite, want to sit around and have coffee with you. I have my new stainless steel kettle over here, as well as another water vessel I can carry water in, and I have 2 bags. The camouflage one holds my kettle as well as my food, and the black one handles my zebra pot. That way I'm not transferring all that dirty soot around in all my gear and ruin it. I like to keep my gear nice. I have a grill here. I haven't used it yet, but all it is a cooling rack that I use for putting cookies on. And then underneath I have a cutting board I improvised into my DIY tree table, more or less, that I saw online that Smoke Eater 908 makes out of aluminum, but I wanted something dual purpose. I keep some food in here. I have tea, coffee, sugar, granola bars. Help if I keep this in frame. Grits, etc. Also have a small plastic container here with its own cozy, and I have a bag of rice in here. I want to get some beans and throw in as well. Pardon me, folks. I'm going to go ahead and spin the camera here a little bit to our right now, and we'll get to our fire kit. We'll start off with the normal stuff. My Ferricium rod, which is the Army model. I have it hooked up to a keychain holder so I can keep it on my person at all times. I have some fat wood sticks, some petroleum jelly, cotton balls, my flint and steel striker with some char cloth in the bottom, as well as some extra char cloth here in the bag. It all sits in its own bag too, so it's easily found. I have my K&M Strike Anywhere match case with some Strike Anywhere matches. It's nicely sealed. Nice thing too, this also is a backup compass underneath this black rubber. I'm not going to mess with getting to it right now. It's a Sunta. Also in my fire kit I have the ability to make extra char cloth out there. This is just a tin with some cut up blue jean inside I can use to put over the fire and make some additional char cloth. Then I have my primitive fire making kit portion of it. I have my bow, I have my spindle, my bearing block, the excuse me here, I'm having a brain fart again. My ember catching pieces of wood there. Just don't have my hearth. I want to get another one. And then I also keep some of this bag balm with me. It's a combination that can use as a lubricant for this, as well as in case you get some chaffing or whatever, you can use it on that as well. Alright guys, I'm going to reposition my camera again here and then we'll get back to you. Alright, we're trying to keep this in somewhat of an order. Should always have a first aid kit with you. Some sort of signaling device. I have a whistle. I'll get to the survival stuff last here. Then I have my tools. I have my Mora. Get that in frame. It's the carbon steel with the mod. I have a small shovel, not only for digging a cat hole, but if I need to harvest wild edibles. Dig a Dakota fire pit. I have my Gerber multi-tool. I want to have a one that's just strictly for my kit, but this is one I normally have on me. I'm thinking about it like a Leatherman squirt or something in that area. Pair of gloves to do the work with, protect your hands. Newly acquired saw. This is the Woodsman butt saw, Northwest Woodsman's butt saw. I haven't had a chance to break it in yet. I have it done with the traditional string and rope around there and the friction, and then my Wetterling's hunter's axe. Alright, let's position it a little bit more. Here we have an assortment of cordage, anywhere from just standard cordage. This is some sort of cordage I got from Fits by Doc, and then a bunch of paracord. In front of that, we'll just go to the next side here. Here's my pack that I'm using right now for all of this stuff. This is just a Firefly pack made by Outdoor Products. Underneath is that canvas tarp of mine. In front of that I have a better survival blanket, one that holds up a little bit better. I have some garbage bags to double as a shelter. And here's that, I'll just give you a close-up of that thermometer I was showing yesterday in my video. Well, that way I at least know what my temperature is and how I need to, how well of a shelter I'm going to need for the night to protect myself from the elements. So, generalized poop pack. This should be part of the tools. This is my Lancy puck I use for sharpening my axe. You can also use it for your knife if you had to. Okay, now we're going to get down to the nitty gritty here. This is my trap making gear. First off, these were nicely sent to me from Doc as well. This is a nice identifier cards for your animals, so you have an idea of what you're trapping on that line, if it's something you're even going to think you're going to want to eat. If it's all the tracks you see is a skunk, I don't think I'm going to be trapping for a skunk. Old age has creeped up on me, so I have to keep a pair of reading glasses with me. Pre-made spring snare trigger setup you saw me use out in the woods. Here, some pre-made snares in here, some green floral wire I use for snares. Mostly this is going to be used for swirls. Some more snare wire. This is peanut butter for bait, and then the bank line. Now here's my survival kit. I have a spare extra Sylvia sighting compass I can use as a mirror to signal. I have some different lighting devices. This is just a battery operated chem light, a little flashlight, sandpaper if I want to sharpen a convex type blade, emergency mylar space blanket, another whistle and matches and cheapo compass, some fishing line. This goes with my fishing kit, which has a bob, some floats, some split shots, some hooks. I want to do a better one up eventually. Part of that, and this stuff really stinks too, is these fake looking maggots made by Gulp, and they stink. Every time I open up my survival kit you can smell these things. Little carabiner, never know if I need it. Another little bag, if I'm doing some hunting gathering I can throw some food in here. I have a bigger one over here I forgot to show, and it has some dried grasses and anything I need for a tinder bundle I gather along as I go. Here I just have some wire ties, some extra cordage, and even some elastic cordage in case I'm making some sort of special trap and I want the flexibility of that. And then here there's a nice anytime, see if that's even working, cranked up flashlight that Doc sent me for Christmas. So that is it, guys. You don't really see a sleeping bag or anything here. What I'm doing right now, but I haven't had a chance to even do it, is utilizing my winter top quilt with that bivy bag that Dot sent me a while back. I eventually want to get a Wheaties, either 0 or -20 degree bag, and that'll be my primary ground dwelling bag, because most of the time I like to sleep in my hammock. But if I want to use my tarp on the ground, or if I'm going to eventually look into getting some sort of hot tenting, I'm going to be on a cot at least. I like to be able to sit there and get my shoes on and off, so that'll be it. So, alright guys, just a short little video on what I carry. You've seen the inside of my first aid kit before. I think I've added to it since then has been some steri strips, as a little bit better than just I can't think right now, guys. I apologize. Sometimes that's that old age creeping up on me. So, alrighty, I'm gonna spin the camera around here, and hopefully we can see me. I want to thank you again, as always, for watching the Pawoodsman channel, and most of all,